All right, everybody. I think it's time for us to get started. But first, I was drinking water, and I got a big water bottle the other day because I didn't have one on me. So I just wanted to. Oh, one second. I just wanted to read this out really quick because this is just wild to me. For those of you that know anything about chemistry, this will immediately sound very silly. But this water bottle says, we're here to put a flag in the ground and tell the world that a better you starts with a better water. First off, a better water sounds really weird. It's not a single water. It's in English, it's water plural. I guess technically you can have waters, but that would be like a large body of water. And second, this is what it says. What makes I'm not going to say the brand name here because I don't want to dox myself necessarily. But what makes our brand better? Our proprietary ionization process turns water from any source into supercharged ionized alkaline water. So, essentially, what you're telling me is you put baking soda in this and salt. Let me look down. Oh yes, what are the first? What are the first ingredients? Purified water, sodium bicarbonate, magnesium sulfate, calcium chloride, and electrolytes for taste. Air quotes electrolytes. So basically salt. Not just sodium iodide, but like the sodium bicarbonate. Yeah, it's baking soda. Anytime somebody says ionized and it's in water or a liquid, all that means is they've put some sort of salt, or like for example sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda, and the sodium and the bicarbonate part split off when they dissolve in water, and boom, that's what ionization is. Same thing happens with salt. Same thing happens with a lot of things. You're literally just sprinkling a little bit of something in there. And when they're in water, the molecules split apart and become ions. But it sounds super fancy. Anyway, I guess I'm done trash talking this water. So let's get on to the games. So I figured I got a couple of games because they were on sale on Steam. And one of them is the sequel to one of the games that we played before, which is a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. And this is a bag of milk inside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. So we'll see how that is. Apparently it's a much more fleshed out game. I think choices actually do matter. I should put a content warning on this one's. So I think this one has to do with self-harm. So I am going to put a content warning on this really quick. So it'll be a content and trigger warning. Or warning, because I can't spell apparently. There we go. I have 3 games I kind of wanted to go through. I am going to stream for a little bit longer today just because, like, I'm all rested. I've had my meds, so I should be able to get to sleep on time. And yeah, so without further ado, let us begin. Oh, perfect. This works so much better. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I'm fiddling around with things. Oh, that didn't work. That also didn't work. There we go. Sorry, I'm just trying a new setup with how I have all of my visuals. Just trying to get chat in a good spot for me. Yeah, so this game contains flashing images and touches on heavy topics. Take care. Yeah. Escape, save menu, F, full screen / windowed mode. Oh, this one actually does have full screen. Okay, never mind. It's very bad. Holy crap, this is loud for me. 1 second. It's probably loud for you guys too. 1 second. Oh wow, it's the events from the first game. I guess we get to see. That's not a bag of milk, that's a carton of milk. Oh gosh, that look. Our poor anime girl is not okay. What do you see? Are you sure? Oh, is this us? Anyway, it's... This definitely gives me like an old-timey like 2006-ish feel. Yes, Mom. Milk outside a bag of milk, outside a bag of milk. Okay, so it's outside this time, sorry. So yeah, so, I changed up my audio settings a little bit, so let me know if things are kind of janky. I'm gonna bring this down. But just let me know if the audio is too low or too high. I was having issues with my Elgato. The capture card wasn't desyncing audio. So I changed it so that I capture audio separately. And supposedly this fixes the delay buildup. So we'll see. Start a new game. It's the eyes. Hopefully we don't run into any O's this time. I walk into my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing through the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that... I break into a run and dash toward the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers, but then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if I actually revives them? No. I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought, then my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. Oh. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside. But there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me. With his unblinking eyes, I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on a table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world and into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk toward my room through a narrow corridor. Oh, it must be Mom. I meet a familiar formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body, like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. Hi, Mom. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp, like a blade. Again? I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging. I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all the pain. I've promised so many times. Stay put. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. So this might seem weird to those of you in the United States. Outside of the United States, it's quite common for clinics to give you injections that you can take home with you. I know that when I was in Peru, I gave some of my roommates injections for painkillers, and yeah, you just kind of like stick them, and yeah, I had actually learned how to use a hypodermic needle before when I lived out in the country, but that's a story for another day. And no, it was not, well, yeah, it was for drugs, but not for drugs for me and not for drugs for people. It was for animals. I learned how to inject penicillin. It was an interesting story. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes, my fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor. Just like last time. But... Why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up, strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up. I almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit a thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me. Kill me. Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. I need. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Oh, are we the bag of milk this time? So the milk is outside the bag of milk? Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'm really loving this presentation. The first game is free, but this game was like, it's $8. I got it on sale, I think, for $5. It definitely is worth the money. The production value is way higher in this one. In fact, I would probably pay more for this with the amount of production value there is so far. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss, thankfully. I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake. Lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly, but surely slipped away. As if somebody fished them out of my head one after another, until nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. Don't chew your pills, kids. It does not taste good. I think I'm getting in the way of the text, so let me shrink myself down a bit. I might be able to flip myself around. 1 second. Let's see. There should be a mirror filter. Let's see. One second. I need to look this up really quick. I might just have to go through all the filters. I think it's because I have my model set up as a game capture instead of as like a source or like a browser source or like a display or a window capture, and it's because it has a better transparency background that way. Let's try aspect ratio. Scale filtering by cubic, by linear, resolution. I might just be able to mirror it from here. You would think it would just be like an easy filter. See a lot of masking, tone mapping, cropping. Yeah, I'm not seeing that, so I'm just going to shrink myself down a bit. There we go. I'll figure it out later. I guess I could just make a second model that's flipped. That's one way of doing it. Hold on. Now I'm curious. 1 second. Oh, maybe there is... There's scaling, vector screenshot, add group, set color, rename, remove order, transform. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's not a filter. It should be a filter, honestly, but there's a separate screen for transformations. There we go. Over here. Okay. All right, that works. Actually, 1 second. Let me... Okay. Transform. Flip horizontal. Zoom. There we go. All right. We're ready. Okay. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy. Filthy. The pill flies straight to the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. There were some letters printed out on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy, but it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No. No, I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. By the way, don't throw out your pills in the waste bin. Take it to a pharmacy to get it disposed of properly. They'll make sure it doesn't leach into water systems and ground fills. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Also, don't self-medicate. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple, I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom, she'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. Hey. Oh. That's us. Hey. Hey, long time no see. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does your voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. You didn't reply. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? No. Well, I'm not happy either. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now, alright? I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic. I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you? You can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. Yeah, I'm all beside myself. What made you happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple of hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Oh. Oh yes, the illusion of choice. Stop lying. Nuh-uh, I still don't understand. Whatever, unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic snotty girl for a long time. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. She's like, you don't understand, Dad. You don't get it. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks. Sorry, I'm eating spaghetti. The walls are giving me. Try not to drown and they're giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared by 2 squared. A square squared. A square pyramid squared. A pyramidal structure cubed. A pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better. But my head is splitting apart now. Sorry for being rude. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. Fine, you can keep blaming yourself, but don't overdo it. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know. Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Undoubtedly. Moreover, it's dangerous. I know. And you keep pushing me. Then why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. So this is actually very common for any of you that are may in the future or have people that you know that take medicines for mental illness. It's very common to feel like you're dependent on it somehow, and you want to like deal with it without the medicine. There are some people that can deal with it without the medicine. Some people don't have the time or the energy to be able to build up the techniques that you need to make yourself basically be in a better mental state. Or some people can't at all. So the medicine, when prescribed correctly, and that's the hard part because even doctors don't know what they're doing with this stuff, honestly. It kind of, for most people, it helps take the edge off so that they can function. So when you go off of it, usually you're fine for like a day or two, depending on the medicine it is, but then you relapse into whatever it was that you were suffering from before, even worse, and a lot of people spiral. So don't go off your medicine without talking to your doctor first. One second. I have a call coming in. I think it's a delivery driver that got lost. Hello? Hi. Yeah, how can I help you? Okay, I'm back. Hi everyone. Yeah, I was a delivery driver. He was kind of lost. Okay. Apparently a family member got ice cream delivered, and so yeah. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. You know what to do. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating travel down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. Yes, Walter? Do you want a cuddle? 1 second, my cat wants to cuddle. Come here. Come here, buddy. But I cuddled with you earlier. I cuddled with you earlier, though. It's like, yeah, but I want to sit in your lap now. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. A feeling of isolation is also pretty standard for people that suffer through many mental illnesses, so if you know somebody like that, you might need to just remind them gently that you're there for them. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. Wish I could do that. Are we waiting to go to sleep? I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. Interesting. Tell me more. What do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. We'll leave her with her thoughts. I'm not sure. There was really only one real ending for the last game, and it does loop. It doesn't really tell you that there aren't any other real endings, but you did get different flavors of communication depending on what choices you picked. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head, and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. What a comforting intrusive thought. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, they're fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just, that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings come from the ceiling, make me start to lose my patience. Enough, I hate you! I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. A lot of milk cartons in the corner. Oh, I wonder if she's, like, chugging milk. Good job. Now start over. And that's why the mom says not to drink milk. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a darn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? Yeah. And what do you want me to do then? I don't know. It's up to you. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raised my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. Forget about them and go back to bed. No, you don't get it. If I'm thinking about something, I need to finish my thoughts or else. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide there. They can be anywhere. Suddenly I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please. Tell me you will help me. And we don't get a choice on this one. Come on. Stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing. I have no idea. This is weird. Oh, that did not make her less anxious at all. Will you tell me? I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They're so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink milk? Did he bring milk? What? There's very different meanings behind these. Did you drink milk? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another. All my eyelashes one after another. If I tear out all my eyelashes one after another. What have you done? I need to gather the glass and then I need to have a bath and then here. Drink some milk. No. I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. I wonder if she's allergic to milk. So her mom sends her out to buy milk? Oh. What's this over here? Her mom sends her out to buy milk, but maybe she's allergic to milk. And she's drinking it. It's like this self-harming behavior. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No, 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 and no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places and that's it. Why? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't and I won't. Alright then. So we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything. Even an inch? Yeah. Oh my, oh my. I have an idea. Time becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have moments where you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. And want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen to me? You're such a handful. You've already proven you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Yeah, exactly. Asking for help is reasonable. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey. What? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls out from my sweater. Wowie! There's smoke coming from your clothes. Whatever. Well, that's not normal. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. This looks more like a mosquito than a firefly. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down. Let's look for the others. Yeah. I'm really loving... Oh, we are a point-and-click adventure now. I am really loving... Okay, let's not look over there. That's bad mojo. Wow, there's a lot of stuff to actually click on. I think this is the AC unit. Let's try the AC unit. I look up toward a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be in there? Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Well, yeah, but... They become fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that. So they occupied this place. Do you understand now? No. But I'll pretend I do. Look at these notes. Your usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosage and side effects? Yeah. I thought you knew them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, isn't it? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing. It's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. Oh, my scream. My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a businesslike manner, it takes off into a businesslike flight and ends up entering my businesslike ear. Hey. Let's continue searching. I don't want to go outside right now, so I have a feeling that might be bad. Let's try this cabinet. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the... 300 feet off the floor. I can't word today. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. At all. Like, totally, I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit. Not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even for 1,000th of a percent. That's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh, no you don't. Then act normal. Oh, hey Sam, welcome on in. I'm lactose intolerant. Yeah, so I think our protagonist here is allergic or lactose intolerant. Her mom told her to stop drinking milk. So, yeah, welcome on in, Sam. How's Gravity Rush 2? Did you finish it up? Oh, well, let's not look over there. We already brushed our teeth, but let's try this again. I turn my eyes toward an inconspicuous shelf near the mirror. There's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it, and a small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. I did not finish it yet, still feeling fatigued. I get that. I'm in the end game with all the big reveals. Oh, that's cool. Have you haven't played the second one yet, have you? So this is your first playthrough? My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. First playthrough? Oh, that's fun. First bag of milk. Yeah, so this is the sequel to a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. This is a bag of milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. I think our protagonist here is the bag of milk in this case. Okay, let's look somewhere else. This one you do have to pay for, but has a really good, like, production value. Oh, Milkception. Why does she have multiple radios? Okay, we'll turn that off. Right, insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shelf. I sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. I now want to vomit. Imagine drinking milk right now. Our protagonist did vomit, and I'm pretty sure she was vomiting milk. She also tried to not take her medicine earlier. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Not true. Dead plants do attract insects. Just different kinds of insects. Well, not the plant itself. It's more of like the soil that the plant is growing in. Even as that, some can still use the plant as nutrients. Well, we kind of don't have a choice here, you know? Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw them out? Weren't you listening to me at all? Let's try the fan. What's so funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly that is looking straight at a giant fan. And? I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is the cage is locked in. And the cable. It's like an inmate if you think about it. It's so sad. Yeah. Let's continue searching. Yeah, this game was awesome. Like, it has a whole, like, animated intro and everything. It's very much in, like, what was it, like, 480p? So high def for back in the day, but, it was definitely a mood. It's not easy to get out of here. Okay. Not enough bags of milk. I think that's what this over here is. So when they mean bag, I think they mean cartons. Because there are places that actually bag milk. I know I had bag milk sometimes in in South America is very common, but these are milk cartons. I'm trying to avoid drinking milk. I look at the mound of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless, I could have died. Hey, calm down. You've already fixed that. Yeah, because you ordered me to. Things could have been much worse. Yeah. I heave a deep sigh, come closer, and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it, along with them. A firefly! Hooray! After circling above my head a couple times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. This is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means it'll still be good for a couple of years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? I mean, maybe you can ask your mom to buy you one. Buy what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences? Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a notebook instead. Instead? So you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're also telling me to do one instead of another. Then how would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. Man, you're a tough case. You lack empathy. Is that my fault? I get closer to the sketchbook, sketching over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Let's not go there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be. That's too bad. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no! I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped, even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look. If I wait a little longer. If I wait. Open your eyes. No. It's okay. Just do it. No way. I know you're lying. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Fine. I open my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings. Nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know. Did you? You're the smart one here. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly. The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence. But only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings, but doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up, in, and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. And spent some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. I don't know how many fireflies there are. Maybe in this cabinet? I doubt it. All those compartments are locked. Finish searching. What if I don't want to? And what are those? Ah, those. Those are the photos of my best memories. But they're blank. I stared at them so intensely that I burned them with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks? Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. It says finish searching. I wonder if there are more fireflies though. I look down, my school bag worn down and silly. It's almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this. Totally not cool. Tell me what's inside the bag instead. Nothing special, mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. Alright, alright. What did you like the most there? Well, the rooms were really bright, not like at home. That's it? Don't rush me. Let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft, and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smile gently, absorbed in more memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago the tasks were way too easy. Then we got into a car and went home. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner, and went to our rooms. And what happened then? I don't remember. Does it even matter? Tell me about it again. Is your memory that bad? Please? Oh, fine. That day Dad picked me up from school earlier, explaining to me that I need to grow up. It's not like I could completely grasp what he meant. Either way, I didn't resist. We got into the car and went home. Luna, are you okay? She's hacking up a hairball. Okay, she got out. She's good. Either way, I didn't resist. We got into the car and went home. Sorry if that was TMI. Cats are special that way. Mom greeting us there, we had dinner together and went to our separate rooms. Satisfied? Tell me about it again. Dad dragged me out of the school building while I was scratching and biting. The teachers didn't interfere, the scene was ordinary for them. Who knows what that little brat has done? Then he pushed me into the car and we drove home in complete silence. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner together, and went to our separate rooms. Please, let's not discuss this further. No, you'll tell me again. Dad bought milk on our way home. Again. I hate milk so much. Mom was not home. Oh. Again. I hate Mom so much. What happened next? Yeah, so I'm just warning, I have a feeling that some not so safe for work text is going to scroll on screen soon. Suddenly, I feel someone's eyes on my back. Knowing that these moments should never ever be ignored, I turn around. But there's nothing there. What happened next? Everything that happened next happened after something that led to everything that happened after what that had happened. I look at my bag again. Light pouring into the room through the window glints on the metal parts. And there's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a sudden fit of anger. I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. Okay, so we might not have the not safe for work dialogue right now. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It's already happened countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see that a small insect is crawling toward me from my bag. It's barely glowing and can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies toward me at high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while and then goes silent. This one is kind of sad. I wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. Okay, good. It, stuff we've searched no longer shows up as being highlighted. That's nice. I look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatrical yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2. Then I raise them above my head. 3, 4. Maybe a little workout will help me freshen up? Good idea. You remember the exercises you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart? Whatever, I'll go with that. Countdown, 5 minutes. Fine. You have a clock right in front of you, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction, and then they disappear altogether. And then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think? What a mess, truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? My God, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour. Huh? Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No. Let's continue searching then. Interesting. The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder, it's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that it can do that without my help. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It will catch a cold and be unable to fly. You don't want to check it? Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. Interesting. Are you serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to light? I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Well, only if they'd purposely want to lower their self-esteem. I've actually never seen fireflies before. I do want to see them at some point. I've just never been in a place that had fireflies. Oh. What's that? What's this? Oh. That might have given us a bad ending. I get close to the waste bin and look inside it with curiosity. No packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here, indeed. No self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you there. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years. So it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Hey! Hey, voice in my head, don't say that. 3D modeling is all fine. Yeah, I did, before entering the web. Imagine this, you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful, here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives. Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. You'll end up turning to that subject anyway. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors there. Their cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you're all the same. Apart from the fact that they were born at that shop. You'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. It's time to try to avoid stupid hamster analogies. Oh, sorry, this time. Try to avoid stupid hamster analogies. You know I'm not at fault here. So, I had a lot of friends online. Tens. Hundreds of them, impossible to count. Is it impossible, though? I had exactly 317 of them. Although I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. Hey, don't get distracted. Gotta jangle some keys in front of her. Alright. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming. Just like me. 130 of them like drawing. Just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. And when I say equally, I don't mean 59.5 friends on each side. Alright? You can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? Alright, get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop. That's right. I die as soon as you turn off the stream, guys. It's true. I get brought back every single time you tune in. This is a weird game. I like it. But I still wasn't even a bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? Not really. Why do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interest is my friend. I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose. It's mathematical formula. And if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around. Just listen. I sit on the floor, and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. I mean, in a certain sense, she's not wrong. We're not really looking or listening to people. We're looking at representations of people that have been digitized. That's interesting. Hey, let me know if you need a break. One day, someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I let him trick me. Hey, look! Huh? Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I search for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself, if only I knew what. Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. And what about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting you. I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story. Maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget? Then remind me, with a code word, for example. What code word? I'll think of one later. And for now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. Interesting. She has a lot of radios. Interesting. No, we're gonna ignore that milk. This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They'd want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items. Close their eyes, and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Huh? I gently slapped my cheeks to return myself to senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside. Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary, they always cause insomnia. Just like tonight. What? I said searching here is meaningless. Okay, this playthrough we're not gonna look at the milk. You found all the fireflies. Amazing. I guess. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? Yeah, why not? I wish I found some fireflies. That would be really cool. I believe summer is the time for them. If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much, it hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? Uh-oh. What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony, breathe in some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright, let's stay here. Yeah. What are you going to do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time, still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside a bag of milk, and yet... And yet? Ah, she said the thing. You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. Milks. And the day after tomorrow. And never, ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask, a really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I won't be able to sleep like this. Okay, fine. What's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrist and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Okay, stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you! That no you. It reminds me of, my company had a, had like this webinar presentation on a plane cabin interior event, and that happens in Germany. And he straight up in like a professional presentation that was being live streamed to the entire company, he brought up the Spider-Man no you meme on one of his slides. It was great. A presentation on a bag of milk, I hope. No, but it was Spider-Man saying no you. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Yeah, insomnia is no joke. I had insomnia for a while. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, after a week, if you have enough willpower, you can power through it, but once you hit like the month or further, your body just starts shutting down. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared on the most unexpected places. Bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? Not directly adjacent, but I want to play PS1 Serial Experiments Pain. Is Serial Experiments Lane on PS1? Like, I know of it, but it's one of those shows like I never watched. I am beyond a month of insomnia before. Yeah, after a month, you stop functioning. It's a different story on PS1. Oh, okay, got it. Like, I know of it, but I didn't know there was a PS1 release. Or game, I guess. Then one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and I couldn't move for a while, and then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess? I felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, I felt exactly like that. After that I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me. I'm kind of scared of them. I can't even argue with them. I have been up to 4 months before? That's rough. I always had trouble going to sleep. This happened while I was in Peru. But there was a time where I did not sleep for 5 days in a row. That was not fun. Like, I would just sit there, like she is right now, and I would just be trying to sleep, and my brain would just race all over the place. But yeah, after that, after about a week, I started sleeping for about an hour every once in a while, every couple days, and that was rough. So if you're doing that, it's you're burning out. If that ever happens, you go to a doctor, take a break from work, take leave. It's okay. It's better to catch up on it if you can, or get some sort of treatment. Well, yeah, Feel's been there. Yeah, doesn't happen anymore. I still have nights where I don't sleep. I don't sleep as much as I should, but I make myself sleep. Still too scared to tell me? Of course, they're still listening, you know? Use your hands. Alright. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm. forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. I was trying so hard here, don't you get it? They'll hear you. Do androids dream of electric bags of milk? I need to see that at some point. I've heard about it and people told me that I'd like it. But I don't watch a lot of television anymore. Relax, nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly. But it's not. And meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. Oh, we're on the road again. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley. An awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. Sorry, words. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Tresca. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young yet, already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know, for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Tresca says that and strikes a victory pose. No way am I doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko, and his name is stupid. Are we going or what? You can go. I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Tresca puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you. I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. Hell no, I ain't ever talking to this person. Yeah, they have the same eyes that we do. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Tresca was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, stunning the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. I wonder if Tresca is our protagonist's, like, self-insert projection. After reaching the store's doors, we were greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. I had the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way. They probably have a special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. Ah. What's your name? None of your business. Oh, hey, Sam. Oh, sorry. Hey, Pond, come on. Welcome on in. So we're getting emotionally damaged tonight. Love watching this game. Yeah, it's really good. I would honestly, based on what I'm seeing, I think it's worth more than what it's priced at, honestly. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says, "We're closing in 15 minutes. Holy crap, he was right. Let's go, what are you waiting for? Huh? Oh yeah. Ankill, my favorite anime MC. After another round of going across the long row of camp products, we realize that we're lost. How could we get lost at the soup store? I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions. Sure. Hey, wait up. Treska lets go of my hand and walks confidently toward one of the few store's customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them. I now do not want any milk. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grabbed Treska's hand to lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner, Treska calms down. What was that? So yeah, so Treska is essentially living through the events of the first game. I got so scared, he said. What? No, not again. Suddenly Treska starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who? Me? Treska pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store staff hanging a new sign on the door. There you are. I meet Treska at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move! I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that is formed after Treska. I squeeze through toward him. So when they say bag of milk, I guess they mean cartons. They're actual bags of milk, but this is a carton of milk. What happened? I always want the milks. Yeah, we're buying some right now. The boy hasn't responded. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Treska starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son is a retard, too. But... Oh, I guess I shouldn't be saying that out loud. I guess that's... Sorry, I forgot that that's a slur nowadays. You heard me. Yeah, cancelled. It's just, I work people that have actual, I've worked with people before that have actual mental retardation. So, I tend not to use it as an insult, but, as a medical term. So, I sometimes forget that it's misused by people. You heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote at the cashier of a much higher value than needed, even counting all the stupid fees, and grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Treska. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right toward a gas station. There, Treska finally breaks the silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. The light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment, then goes out. You know, he turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Tresca's eyes. Oh. Oh. I also get emotional over milk. Milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. A game by Nikita Kryukov. I think I said that right. Okay, so I know there are multiple endings to this game. I'm not gonna go through them today. But yeah, this game was really interesting. Like, it's very polished. So I'm assuming that all of the endings are linked to how we search things, how well we gather our thoughts, etc. But yeah, I think there are 3 to 5 endings in this game, based on my research. But yeah, I'd be interested in getting the other ones at some time. But I think for today, this was really good. And I have like 2 other games I kind of wanted to dip in and look at. I really love the beginning and ending animations. They really have that, like, that 90s aesthetic that goes really well with psychological horror like this. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Yeah, one second. Let me... Yeah, that was definitely a trip. I think I'm still lactose intolerant. I feel like this game would give you lactose intolerance, honestly. Okay, the next game, I'm just going to do a little bit. This next game is actually really, really long, but I would highly recommend picking it up. It's actually on sale right now. It's on PC, it's on Switch, I believe it's on iOS, but it's pretty much on anything you can think of. The ICWM. Never. The people will know. It's time to unveil our intercontinental Wendy's missile. Yeah. Yeah, so this next one is actually very interesting. I actually have 2 copies of this. One for Switch and one for PC. It is, I believe, on sale right now for $10. This one, let me update the game. This one is a very interesting game. It's called Valhalla, a cyberpunk bartender action. So I'm not sure if either of you have seen this before, but it is a very, very solid visual novel. Here, one second. Let me get myself back over to a comfortable position. There we go. Sukaban Games, 2014. A city that shouldn't exist, a tax haven where corporations and criminal empires reign supreme. In this place, all human life has been infected with nanomachines to keep them in check. Over them stand the White Knights who ensure that the corrupt government's laws are obeyed. Here, brutality in all its forms is an everyday reality. The quality of life for the non-powerful, I forgot. For many, this can seem overwhelming. Some devote themselves to their jobs, their families, or even their studies. Some look for ways to escape this place, and others just give up. But for many of them, the answer lies at the bottom of a glass. On a small road just seconds away from the main street, somewhere near the slums, you can find Hall A of VA-11. But that's just a mouthful, so we just call it Valhalla. A small oasis in the middle of a concrete desert, a fountain of spirits waiting for tired souls. And it's here where the story unfolds. Yeah, this game, absolutely amazing. I would highly, highly recommend it. So yeah, Valhalla is a cyberpunk bartending visual novel. Its aesthetics are highly inspired by old, I believe it's PC 98 games. That sort of aesthetic with really bold, like UI lines and stuff like that. And, hold on a second. The full screen. We'll put scan lines on. Okay. Yeah, and it's really, really, really good. But yeah, this one's long, so we're just gonna probably go through the first few customers. But then after that, I'll switch over to another game. I have played this game to completion. I think it took me like 17 hours, my first playthrough. So it is not a short game, but I would very much recommend it. It plays within its like stereotypical characters, but all the characters are very interesting and grounded. Nobody is good, nobody's bad. People are just people, and that's kind of like the draw of this game. Even the worst people, you can somewhat relate to them in this game, even if you don't want to. Thank you for playing Valhalla. This game is best played getting comfortable. Grab some drinks and some snacks and enjoy. So sit back and relax. We hope you have a good time. That is a 100% truth right there. Psst. Hey, over here. Boo! How's that for an entrance? Come on, Joe. Look sharp. The game's starting. The player needs a good first impression of its main character. I know you served a bunch of tuxedo-clad corgis over the weekend, and the bar will eventually close. And I'll admit, my little prank on you might have gone a bit overboard. But remember, life is 90% how you take it. Stay focused and look at the brighter side of things. How's the music? It sounds good to me, but do you guys want it louder or quieter? I have no idea what the brighter side is, but you should totally find it. In any case, you should totally check that parcel you just got. The reason I ask is the music is kind of essential to the experience of this game. See ya! Oh, just a dream. There's something near the door. Chapter 1, Primera, which means spring in Spanish. Sorry, Primera means first, sorry. Your membership to Shining Fingered will automatically renew on the 17th. Make sure your account has at least $800 by then. Make sure to save your data using the Life Backup app. You can now browse the Augmented Eye. Boss in me. So, who was that letter from? Jill? Nobody. So we'll save. So yeah, so this is on a bunch of different platforms. So you can definitely pick it up for whatever your preferred experience is. Mass immigration continues as Quincy reveals new economic adjustments. By Kimberly LaVallette, or Valet. With inflation rates among the highest in the world, constant shortages of basic groceries, and rampant violent crime, Glitch City's citizens look for a better life in other countries. Quincy, however, isn't happy with this. They learn in our schools and universities, the Prime Minister said during a talk with the Augmented Eye, but they apply what they learn somewhere else, and I find it rather insulting. This comes after revealing new economic measures for the city, which most analysts consider to be useless for the current environment. They don't know crap, concluded Quincy. It's not me that's wrong, it must be the children. Sorry. Wonderlanders are the newest threat. If you thought Alice Rabbit was good at cracking the most complicated security protocols in the world, then this new group will certainly blow your mind. They've yet to make an impact as big as Alice Rabbit, but they seem to be aiming very high with the recent threats issued against Prime Minister Quincy. We hold full access to Quincy's email network and will release the whole database this January, the group declared during the stream. Shallow threats. When questioned, Prime Minister Quincy dismissed all the group's threats by saying he's not hiding anything and is not afraid of a possible leak of his email history. Maybe everyone will get to see what kind of TV I bought last month. Wild parties. The people behind the Wonderlanders seem to enjoy dressing in all kinds of rabbit costumes during the stream. From Anthro to Bunny Girl, the purpose is to show the love and respect they have for Alice Rabbit and their role in today's politics. We want to follow their example while having some fun. We're not sure if this will go anywhere, but we'll be there to tell you if it does. I should probably do this. Cyborg and Heels next year to the Super Silver Thunderdome. The popular show Cyborg and Heels returns to the Dome this March, with tickets going on sale in January. Cyborg and Heels is a massive stage show about a cyborg fighting terrorism while wearing heels. I would unironically watch that. I would unironically watch that. That sounds amazing. Director Quentin Hayter explained Cyborg and Heels' special appeal during an exclusive interview with the Augmented Eye. What's not to love about it? It's a cyborg, wearing heels, cutting stuff. That's literally something we've never seen before. A niche market I'm willing to capitalize on. Check out the full interview in the next few weeks, exclusively here at the Augmented Eye. Okay. So we have like a jukebox and stuff. You'll see how it works later. So our whole thing is we're trying to make rent and we're running a bar. And the music kind of explains it, the story kind of explains itself, so I'll just go through it. Good evening. Ah, hey there, Jill. Oh, hey, John. When will you admit you have a John face, Gil? When will you let people call you Jules? Quiet. Are you okay? You look distracted. Where's Boss? Don't know, she went out to buy some stuff and, did you hear what I just told you? You said something? Yes, that you look distracted. Very, very distracted. It's nothing, I'm just thinking about stuff. What stuff? Well, I have to pay rent by the 30th, which is always stressful and, There's also the fact that I spent a full hour yesterday apparently talking to myself. Not to mention the fact that 2 days ago I found out the bar is at risk of closing. So not only is my life being shaken up, I'm apparently going crazy. On top of that, neutering 4 left me with a completely empty wallet, and I'll get evicted if I miss rent again. Paying rent is stressful. Yeah, it definitely is. And all the beer cans around my apartment, and, Jill. Sorry, did you say something? Can you really work today? Of course I can. Let's go through the basics then, shall we? Just in case. So this game has an interesting system where you need to figure out what drinks you need to give a client based on information that they've told you. So you need to be listening to them. If Jill is distracted, then she will not remember. So you'll get to the bar sequence and you can't go back and look at the history. So you'll have to make a drink off the top of your head. If Jill is not distracted, she will give you a hint down here on the screen. Yeah, just like in real life. Unfortunately for Jill, in order to not be distracted, you have to buy things. Which also means that you're going to have a hard time paying rent at the end of the month. If you do that, if you buy all the things she wants. Let's go through the basics then, shall we? Just in case. If you can make a piano man, I'll skip the rest, but bear with me for a second here, okay? So I'm going to skip the tutorial by making a piano man, because you'll see how it works just by watching me play. Yeah, just like in real life, Sam. Let's start with a sugar rush. Look for the recipe using the navigation bar in the recipe book. They'll show up on the top left. You can also sort drinks by flavors like sweet or types like manly. Drag the desired amount of ingredients from their cells on the right to the shaker in the center. Gil. When done, press the mix button and then press it again to stop mixing. Click the serve button or the drink itself to serve and that'll be all. Oh, but if the drink looks messed up, you'll need to press the reset button and try again. You can press reset at any time, even while the shaker is moving. Don't be afraid to use it. Gil, I'm the one that went through the formal BTC instruction. Then this should be no problem. Gil wants either a sugar rush or a piano man. If I mess up the ingredients on the drink, I can press the reset button and try again. Hey, Pond. Welcome back. So we're gonna go to piano man. There's also a piano woman. That's 2 Adelheid. 3 Bonson extract. 5 powder delta. 4, 5. All on the rocks and mixed. Okay, we screwed that up somehow. Reset. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I forgot the flanner guide. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3 Karmatrine. On the rocks, mixed. There we go. Piano Man. This is neat as heck. Yeah, no, it's great. It's on sale right now on Steam if you want to pick it up. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just think this game is amazing. Alright, let's serve it. Here, happy? Yes, very. I stand corrected. Now let's get working. Oh yeah, before I forget. You can make any drink big by doubling the amount of ingredients. But if the recipe already has over 10 ingredients, the drink is already big. Oh, and if a recipe says it uses optional Karmatrine, it means you can use none or fill it to the brim. Optional Karmatrine doesn't count towards making a big drink, of course. Karmatrine is the alcoholic factor in a drink. It doesn't change the taste, but the amount still has an effect. If you add too much of it, the client will get drunk faster, so please be mindful of that. Gonna go and rest, man. Good luck making cocktails. Yeah, thanks for coming on, Sam. I hope you get the rest you need. Are you done with the exposition? Now I am. Yeah. Hey, guys. It's Boss. Oh, Boss. Who's that? I don't know. Found her while I was out shopping. Why bring her here? Well, it was either leave her outside at the mercy of society's finest or bring her unconscious body in here. She's going to make such a ruckus when she wakes up. You know that. That's up for you to deal with. I'll be in my office. Donna is the best boss. You can't just push that responsibility onto us. We have work to do, darn it. There are 2 of you. Believe in yourselves. Do you think Chief knocked her out? Nah, that's unlikely. She'd be crowing about it or taunting us if that were the case. And it's not like her to pick on such a small girl, at least not unprovoked. Yeah, you're right. We'll just need to keep it quiet. She seems to be just sleeping soundly, not comatose. Yeah. Okay then, time to start the night. Yes, I'll start working while you go clean the bathroom. Come again? While you spent the whole weekend and Monday doing God knows what, we've had some interesting clients come in. Dogs. Lots of them. You're joking. Gil, you've known me for how long now? Do I look like the kind of woman who would make a joke like that? Well, so as punishment for leaving me to deal with all of that, all on my lonesome, you'll be in charge of cleaning the bathrooms. Have fun. Just that? Fine. I see no problem. Where's the cleaning stuff? Here. You brought that from home, didn't you? That I did. Fine. With that out of the way, let's play some music on the new jukebox. This model needs to have all of its 12 slots filled with songs before it can start. I wonder what was the logic behind that decision. Yeah, so in this game, you get to choose the soundtrack, essentially. I think in some circumstances, it does matter what you pick, but this will basically loop and play through during the night. Every Day is Night is probably my favorite one. That seems like it keeps gameplay somewhat fresh. Yeah, so you get different feels depending on which songs you pick. And as you unlock different things, you also unlock different tracks. We'll do March of the White Knight. Okay. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey you, get me a beer. Oh, sure. Right on it. He wants a beer. Looks like quite the big guy though. So we're in the future, so we're synthesizing all of our spirits. So I'm gonna make this one big, because he's a big guy. 1 second. Yeah, a beer is 1 aldehyde. We made 2 to make it big. 2 Bronson extracts, so we put 4. 1 powdered delta, 2. 2 Flanergide. Okay, we need to put 2 more in. And 4 Carmartine, we put 8. All mixed. Traditionally brewed beer has become a luxury, but this one's pretty close to the real deal. Here you go. I don't think we get paid extra for making it big, though. Yeah, this one's good. Pretty good, in fact. Nice job. Thanks, I guess. You're lucky I was in a meeting close by. This hellhole could certainly use a presence like mine. Although, to be fair, work has taken me to worse hellholes, like New Jersey 3. I'm trying to come up with a voice for him. I may just not do a voice, so I can relax a bit. What kind of work do you do, mister? You're talking to Donovan D. Dawson, chief editor and owner of the Augmented Eye. Nothing gets published here without my blessings. The day started with quite the interesting fellow, it seems. So you're the one to blame for the barrage of daily articles on Alice Rabbit, then? Hey, people love those articles. They love reading about that urban legend. Can you blame them? The idea of some wildcard hacker looking for their own goals and nobody else's? That's the kind of corny crap that brings all the clicks. From all kinds of people. And clicks bring money, and money brings nice stuff. Stuff like cars and houses and plastic surgery for the missus and her kids. Well, I'm not complaining about the fact that you write about the hacker, just that you write about them every single day. Some of it isn't even news, just speculations or copycats. I can't read your newspaper daily feed without running into at least one article about Alice Rabbit. Definitely sounds like modern social media. Well, first of all, I don't write about it. My interns do. The poor dastards think I'll help them it'll help make them full-time employees. I'm just capitalizing on this topic while it's popular. And second, you're tired of one article about a supposed hacker, but not all of the daily stories about murders and other horrors? Well, I always filter out that section. I don't want to start my day scared and bitter. I have enough pressure and problems as is. I don't need to add Glitch City's lovely citizens to the list. You're smarter than you look, kid. If more people were like you, I'd go bankrupt from the lack of traffic. Still, maybe my job would be easier. How so? People get People get bored of a certain kind of news after seeing it repeatedly. When I started in this job, it only took the news of some elderly woman being killed to guarantee clicks. Now you need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy getting hit by a truck. That's not enough. They need a full sob story behind it. That's why I like these urban legends. They're easier to write about, and you can make up any crap you want. Spam them while they're hot. And even people like you, people who avoid murder stories, will see them. That brings money, and like I said, money's good. Huh, I guess he has a point. What about the opinion columns? Aren't those a good source of traffic too? Oh, I hate those brats. They just write about how they're better than everyone else. They might also write about how everyone that likes a certain something should be sodomized. The worst part about that is they only know half, they know half the clicks come from them. So they get all diva-like on my butt. I think you're being too harsh. What about... No, wait, I was thinking of another newspaper. Yeah, the columnists on your page are annoying. See? The kid on the restaurant critique column, crap, forgot the brat's name. Restaurant, I believe that's, that kid. Couldn't care less about his name. Anyway, his column is the least visited of the bunch. He gets less hits than the obituaries. However, he still insists I keep paying for his adventures to outrageous restaurants. I won't have any problem with that if he actually wrote about half the places he visits. How so? He rarely writes about the places the newspaper sends him to. I've even heard he tries to get free meals by proclaiming that he's a food critic. Poor dastard only gets laughed at when he says that. I do remember some guy coming here asking for free drinks and saying he was a critic or whatever. Do you look like a fat child with a really small face? No. Wasn't this one then. Anyway, all this talk made me thirsty. Try giving me a beer this time, please. Coming right up. So yeah, so something I really love about this game is the fact that even this guy, he's clearly a terrible person. But he's not like... He's not dehumanized. This game does not dehumanize their villain characters, which I think is really important. It's really easy to just give it a us versus them spin, which is what some people in this studio did afterward with another game, which I was really disappointed in. They did a lot of straw man arguments in the other game. I won't say what it is. But this one avoids straw man arguments. It makes everybody human, gives everybody a purpose behind what they're doing. And while that doesn't always need to be the case, I think it's a much more mature look on the human condition than a lot of stuff out there. Beer again, this man likes his beers. They come cheaper in bulk at the store, though. She should know. Beer. I believe it's 2 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mix. A beer. Here. Ah, it's the big things that make life worthwhile. What about big troubles? Did I stutter, kid? Right. So tell me, do you see many celebrities in this hellhole? Please stop referring to this place as a hellhole. If a place smells like soap and dog piss, I'm within my constitutional rights to call it a hellhole. I'm doing my best here, thank you very much. Nobody likes you, Gil. Shut up. Who was that? Nobody important. Hey, I heard that. Don't be offended by what I say, kid. I'm insulting the building, not you. You can think of it as a small hole in hell rather than a hellish hole if you like. Charming. So, celebrities. Not really, at least not that I know of. Why? Well, to begin with, you have a serious VIP as a client, but I don't see you losing your crap. You're not making me feel special, honey. And second, because I'm always up for gossiping regarding famous people, especially the red carpet kind of famous. Those folks people pretend to love, but actually want to see fall from grace. Pretend to love? Fall from grace? Why do you think that gossip about famous people always sells? People pretend that they love celebs. What they really want to see is their idols torn down to their level. They want to see them suffer, to get their comeuppance for daring to be so much more successful than them. Nah, I think gossip is just something everyone enjoys, but nobody wants to admit to enjoying. You thought wrong, but even if you were right, it wouldn't change the fact that people love that kind of stuff. They want to escape their lives by living somebody else's. Sadly, I failed to see the appeal in that whole thing. But what do I care if this guy I saw in some random movie was wearing socks with sandals, or they're dating God knows who? I don't know, socks with sandals is kind of unhinged. Granted, socks with sandals is practically public indecency, but still. Oh, please, as a bartender, I bet you have a strong voyeuristic streak. Your kind always loves to hear that stuff. Just like hairdressers. This sounds hypocritical coming from you. Even if that's the case, I don't sensationalize what people do. I don't make it more than that person you know from TV acts like a human. Sensationalize is the word here. Just the other day, I saw this committee judge complaining over that some girl was wearing to the store. No matter what you say, these people don't exist solely to entertain the public. But this problem exists because they're the ones constantly cultivating the idea that they're perfect and untouchable. Going to exotic locales, dressing in elegant ways, indulging in every luxury they can think of. All that just leaves the public craving for those little moments when they make a mistake and fall to their level. Can't say that's a lie, but sometimes the crowd just wants to see they're human. Hey, that dude that plays the nice guy is indeed a really nice guy. One second, I gotta take some water. To be fair, the gossip articles don't help. Sensationalizing everything. Oh, one second. Let me even check. I should really check where chat's on the screen more often. Gonna move you guys up here. I'm gonna make you guys smaller. There we go. That should get you out of the way. And you should be able to read better now. It feels like they're instigating a behavior that shouldn't even be acknowledged in the first place. You like your big words, eh, brat? Well, two can play at that game of... Hey, you're a bartender, right? No, I'm a lab rat hellbent on world conquest. Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy. Refrain from using it. Anyway, I just realized that a bartender like you must have heard quite a few stories in her career. Talk about changing topics. Maybe. Why? Wouldn't you like a column talking about those? I bet they would sell quite well. It would be like that priest who published confessionary stories and then got excommunicated and lynched. People usually tell me all this stuff because they know I'm just a simple bartender. A personal stranger of sorts. We could have you ghostwriting. Half of our staff do that. They do? You don't really think Lana Smithy is just one person, do you? Figures. Anyway. Eventually the people from the stories would know it's them and blame me. Not only would that hurt us as a business, it would hurt me. I really like hearing clients rant about their lives. Oh, and it would hurt the clients too, I guess. Well, if you ever retire, that offer is waiting for you. Yeah, like you'll remember me 2 weeks from now. Sure. Do you want another drink, Mr. Donovan? Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Did I say something wrong? Not at all. I just really like the sound of that. Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Is it really that special? At work, everyone calls me Mr. Dawson or Boss. Boss is just a title. It's too impersonal and cold. It is? Mr. Dawson was my father and grandfather. It's too general, but Mr. Donovan? And that's more like it. They're referring to me. To the man in front of them, not to my family, not to my position as boss, to me. Do you want your employees to get personal with you, Mr. Donovan? Oh gods no, but I want them to fear me. Not because I'm their boss or the name appearing on their paychecks, but rather because I strike mortal dread into them. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna make everyone call me that. Oh yeah, you were asking something? What was it? Drink. Another one. Do you? Ah, yes, yes. You know what? Third time's a charm. Give me a beer. All right. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. A beer. So yeah, you don't actually have to look up the drink. One beer. Here's hoping I don't pass out. Cheers. Enjoy. Say, kid, does this bar have any investors? You didn't call it a hellhole. There was some bloke named Sven that wanted to give us money if we stamped his face all over the place. But aside from that, no. These bars are pretty much like any fast food chain, so there are no local investors. Why? I just want to let you know how lucky you dastards are. Investors suck harder than my first wife's mouth. Those dastards think they're so important because they put their money in the company. Well, that's... I mean, you give me money so you can make more. Let me do my thing and I'll give you your money. But no, they have to stick their noses and start changing the silliest of stuff. What good is it to be the boss if you still have to work for someone else? You still have to answer to, you know, unions, the government, and those kinds of organizations, don't you? Yeah, but that's paperwork. I make someone else do it and call it a day. These losers ask for meetings. They start talking about stuff they don't like, stuff they found offensive. And there's always that one guy or gal that says, hey, why don't you do what the other newspaper does? Recently, they told me they needed more clicks. More clicks! I make sure to keep stuff spicy while keeping production quality up, but it's never enough for them. Well, you know what? They want more clicks? I'll give them more clicks. I'll show them what happens when I do what they want and don't reject ideas. They'll know who the heck Donovan D. Dawson is. Should I be worried? No. At least he paid before storming off. I wonder what happened with Sven, though. We never heard from him again. Jill! Yeah? What the hell happened in that bathroom? That kind of mess usually requires you to have thumbs. Crafty dogs, I tell you. You think their short legs would hinder them. The ceiling, the sinks, the toilets, the vents! Shh, you'll wake up Briar Rose over there. I won't forget this. Yeah. Oh, a client. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I, Big gut punch. Fast. Alright. I forgot how to make a gut punch. It's supposed to mean a punch made of innards, but the game actually describes what you feel while drinking it. 5 Bronson extract. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he said double it, so... He said make it big. With optional 1 flaneride. And optional carotene. I'm not gonna put... sorry, Carmotrine. I'm not gonna put Carmotrine in it today. All aged and mixed. Oh, big gut punch. Here? You can actually do it then. This is this crack house is a bar? Hellhole, crack house? Smells like dog urine and soap. How the heck do you expect someone to feel comfortable in here? I'm surprised you decided to come to our little crack house at all, mister. What the heck do you care? The payment registry says... Sorry for the question then, Mr. Ingram McDougal. Sorry about the smell. We're working on fixing it. There was an incident over the weekend. But it's Tuesday. Please, let me know what I can do to help make your experience more pleasant, regardless. If I pay you, will you come to me to a motel for a couple hours? No. Then I have no use for you beyond giving me drinks. Such pleasant clientele tonight. May I ask why you decided to come to our bar then? Somebody recommended me this place, and I have absolutely no idea why she likes it. She says she's a regular here and all. I'm starting to doubt her tastes. A regular, can I ask who? No. Hey, Walter. I'll concede one thing. Whoever picks the music at least has decent taste. Hey, Joe, where do you put the dish soap? Gills run out. Below the sink where it's always been. Right. Oh, a customer. Good evening, sir. Hope you enjoy your stay at Valhalla. So, any other feedback you want to provide the establishment so we can enhance your customer experience? No. Nothing. That's a interesting change of heart. I can't afford to slander this place knowing she's here. You know my boss? I don't know her, but I do know who she is. Dana Zane, the Red Comet. The woman who fended off mall rioters all by herself, knocking them out cold one by one. That's an achievement and a title I've never heard before. I know Boss did quite a few things before opening this bar, but that sounds... Would you happen to know how she got her mechanical arm? I heard a couple of stories, but they sound too fantastical to be true. You've had an interesting change of attitude. I saw that woman take out armed rioters with her bare hands. Once you see something like that, it's hard not to keep your mouth shut in front of them. Interesting. You can relax though. I've only seen her deal with clients personally about 2 or 3 times. One involved class 5 weaponry, the other a pickup artist that the latest had an alpaca. An alpaca? Not really an alpaca, but there's this woman that owns a textile company. She got really drunk and she started screaming she was an alpaca. She started spitting on everything afterwards. My boss had to show her the exit. I'd rather not remember that night, so let's leave it at that. Can't get you anything else? Give me a pile driver, please. Please? There's a word I haven't heard today. Coming right up. Okay, let's give him a pile driver. What's a pile driver? Honestly, I feel like suplexing him, though. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mix. Pile driver. Here. It's fine, I guess. Hey, lady, have you ever faked it? And okay, so by the way, there is some sexual stuff here. I'm okay with sexual stuff, but if you guys aren't, maybe turn away. Hey, lady, have you ever faked an orgasm? I'm sorry, I think I heard wrong. I asked if you ever faked an orgasm. That's a question I'm not going to answer. I'll take that as a yes. I was just thinking about how good a lie can be. I mean, even the most sincere of people lie once in a while. Lies can buy you time. Lies can make you happy. Reality will come crashing through the door eventually, but for that moment, the lie can give meaning to you. I say lies are like your porn stash. You know they exist, but you shouldn't acknowledge them. Does that mean you've really faked orgasms? Because you look like you have a lot of experience. Still, that's quite the random thought to just suddenly have. Are you perhaps lying about something right now? Not really, I was just thinking about people making polite comments about this crack house. Of course you were. Hey, I'm gonna need another drink here. Already? Don't you think you're drinking a bit quickly? That's my problem, not yours. Give me a fringe weaver. Alright. So, the first night is pretty easy. But after that, it starts to get more difficult. A fringe weaver is a 1 adelhyde and 9 carmotrine, all aged and mixed. Sounds like it would burn. Oh, I missed one. 1 second. Oh, whoops, I messed it up again. Has to be aged. There you go, fridge weaver. Try not to drink it too fast. That's up to me. Hey lady, Have you ever felt empty? Empty how? Like hungry? No, I mean empty, like there's a part of you missing. I can't say I particularly have. I just feel that there's part of myself that lacks something. An urge to get or do something I just can't satisfy. Have you tried taking up a hobby? Might not solve your problems, but it might keep you busy enough to avoid thinking about it. Any suggestions? Well, collecting stuff, reading, bungee jumping, combat sports, exercising. Sounds a lot cheaper than the alternative. Which is? Women and alcohol. I tried sex tourism once. It was like a Russian roulette of STTs, so I left midway through. I once burned my Christmas bonus hiring 3 women for an orgy. Porn is more amusing and way cheaper. I've also hired a girl to act like my daughter for a day for 3 years in a row now. Nothing seems to do it. Have you tried rescuing a puppy? You can't screw puppies. At least you shouldn't. I'm drawing a blank then. Can't think of anything that might help. I wasn't expecting you to help me. Or to believe me. Huh? I could have been lying through my teeth this whole time. People lie, lady. Anyway, I'm leaving now. The smell is killing me. Please come again. Don't count on it. Good. Boss, I'm gonna take my break. Alright. It's now safe to keep playing. At least I didn't get locked up this time. I'm gonna keep it this way for now. Okay then, back in action. Good evening. Good eve... Would you mind taking your helmet off? Oh, sorry, it's so comfortable. I usually forget I have it on. Is this better? Yeah, thank you. We watch, we protect. What can I get you, miss? Master Specialist Seipi Asagiri of the 765th Division, Valkyrie Corps at your service. Wait, that's too long. Just call me Sei. What can I get for you, Sei? Let's see, I'm in the mood for a sweet drink. Oh, but not sweet as in cool. Although a cool drink would be nice too, but not cool as in great, and especially not as in big. More so since I have to get up early tomorrow, I can't afford a hangover. Sorry, did you get that? A sweet drink, preferably a cold one that's not too big, right? Yeah, that's it. I can do that. Give me a second. Something small, sweet, and icy. I wonder if we have something so specific. By flavor, do sweet. I think it's a Sparkle Star? No? A Sugar Rush? It does have ice in it, so we need something that's on the rocks. Oh, whoops. Sweet drinks. Maybe a Brantini? Aged and mixed. Nope. Piano Woman? Also aged and mixed, so not icy. Is it a Sugar Rush? Nope. Blue Fairy? Nope. Moonblast. There we go. A Moonblast. It's sweet. Small. 6. Yeah, it's under 10. And it is on the rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 1, 2. And then blended. So to blend it, you have to let it shake for longer. Let's give her a Moonblast. Here you are. Ah, yes, this is just what I needed. Thanks. We don't get many white knights as clients. I can only remember one other, in fact. You said you're from the Valkyrie Corps, right? Are you guys the guys who deal with riots and such? Riots? Oh, no. You're thinking the Blitzkrieg Corps. The ones with huge plated suits, right? Yeah, those. No, we're different people. I mean, obviously we're different people, but we don't deal with riots or anything. In fact, you could say we deal with their aftermath. How so? To rescue, heal, and protect, we are the angels who soothe those suffering enemy attack. We are the light of hope in the darkest of times, the ones who assist the victims of crime. We watch, we protect. What was that? Sorry, it's sort of our pledge of allegiance we recite it every morning. What it means is that our duties mostly include rescuing civilians, healing the injured, and protecting them from stuff. What kind of stuff? Burglars, rapists, car crashes, anything that might happen on our watch. You mentioned heal. Are you a doctor then? Nah, I know many doctors, but I'm not one. I'm more of a paramedic. I treat people so they can arrive safely at a doctor. I'm also kinda like a firefighter in that sometimes I rescue people from places. Dang, that must be a tough job. Sort of, but it's also really rewarding. I mean, I've yet to meet somebody that isn't glad to see me when I arrive. You must have seen some shocking sights. Yeah, this one time I was saving some people from the top of a collapsing building. I looked down and I was blown away at how pretty the city was. It was like a starry sky on Earth. Oh, and there was this one time we were cleaning up the aftermath of a car crash. Water was pouring out of a hydrant. With the lights and scattering pieces of glass, it was almost dreamlike. That's not what I meant by shocking sights. No? Well, those are sights and they're shocking, right? Yeah, but never mind. Wait, did I mishear you and actually meant sighs? I mean, sure. I've suffered the deepest, longest, and most frustrated sighs from people after everything's said and done, but don't worry, you didn't mishear. I guess I was expecting a different kind of answer. What kind of answer? Don't worry too much about it. You finished your drink. Can I get you anything else? Something classy. A classy drink. Can you be more specific? Don't make it too big. Does that work? Sorry, I don't come to bars very often. My drinks usually come in a can. No problem, don't worry. A classy drink, right? Let's see what I can find for you. Okay, so we need a classy drink. Classy drink. That's not huge. A bad touch. Rantini, also 250. Cobalt Velvet is 280. A Fringe Weaver, 260. Oh, classy drinks. Mercury Blast, 250. Okay, so for these ones, you get a choice. Usually you want to go with the one that's most expensive, because you have to make ends meet. I think Cobalt Velvet was that one. It's under 10. Okay. Cobalt Velvet. It's like champagne served on a cup that had a bit of cola left. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. On the rocks, mixed. Cobalt Velvet. Here you are. Yep, looks like something Stella would drink. Who? She's my dearest friend. Not that I don't have others, but she's the one I've known the longest. She likes these kind of drinks, so I wanted to see what's so special about them. And what do you think? I was expecting something stronger? I like it quite a bit. Say, Miss Bartender, what's your name? You know my name, now I want to know yours. Oh sure, just call me Jill. Jill, Jill. Jill's short for Jillian? No, that's not right. Jillian, Julian. Do not call me Julian, please. Sorry about that. No, please excuse me, I didn't want to anger you. But why don't you like being called by your full name? It's a stupid reason, don't dwell too much on that. Oh, okay, I still feel bad about angering you, though. Why? Because you look like a nice girl, Jill, and I don't like angry nice people. If it helps, somehow I really like this place. That actually helps. You're the first person to say something nice today, thanks. What do you like about it? The smell of dog urine and soap. My mom used to be a veterinarian. I used to go to her clinic after school, so the smell takes me back. It makes me feel comfy and nostalgic. What made you become a white knight instead of a veterinarian or anything else? Well, I was never a good student, so studying medicine of any kind was out of the question. That aside, it's mostly because of something that happened while I was a kid. A white knight attacked my friend and was coming for me when this other white knight saved us. I don't remember what happened next. I just woke up in a hospital with my friend watching over me. I mean, it wasn't a prophetic moment or anything like that, but ever since then I felt this was my calling. That I wanted to help people the same way they helped me. Huh. That's interesting though. One would think being attacked by a white knight would make you run the opposite direction. Yeah, but it was another one that saved me. So I kind of guide myself toward judging everything on an individual basis. Well, not to be an extremist extent, but you get me. Yeah, I try to do the same too. Why join the Valkyrie Corps specifically though? Because I wanted to rescue people from dire situations whenever possible. And going into patrols all that felt too tiresome. It's also the one where the least paperwork is involved. Now that I think about it, there are different kinds of white knights, right? I guess white knight is too broad a term. There's not one specific type. There are many different classes, rescue, assault. There's even a squad full of bureaucrats. Really? Yeah, they get assigned to companies to handle the accounting and that kind of stuff. People usually ask for them because they speed up processes. But a few are assigned when a company is suspected of having weird, under-the-table deals. Interesting. There's also a squad dedicated to fighting school bullying. They were doing a nice job, but the fad of anti-bullying campaigns passed and they lost their funding. I believe some members still work with anti-bullying cases in an unofficial capacity. That'd be nice, I think. Can I get you anything else? I don't know if I should. I can't afford that many drinks, and besides, I don't really know how much alcohol I can handle. Yeah, I can see that. Yep, I'm gonna stop here today. Thanks for the chat, Jill. Sure, no problem. Bye. Come again. So, the ending of this will different events will happen depending on what you serve people. So, I believe this one, if you serve her too much alcohol and she gets drunk, she gets in a collision the next day. Will do. Wait, you forgot your helmet. She's gone. Whoa! Gil, did the ammonia make you go nuts? There was this time in Zanzibar when that almost happened. In any case, I'll go check that noise. What? Oh, she woke up. Where am I? Where am I? Good evening and welcome to Valhalla. That might not have been the best thing to say. Valhalla, am I dead? Does that mean that Uncle Ingus's ramblings about the afterlife looking like a shoddy downtown bar are true? Called it. Afterlife? I'm not dead? As far as I can tell, no. To be fair, I don't know how death or the afterlife work exactly, but you're breathing, right? Alright then, where the heck am I? How did I get here? Who brought me here? What were you planning on doing with me? Are you organ traffickers, robbers, rapists, pickpockets? You're pickpockets, aren't you? Why aren't you saying anything? I'm waiting for you to vent your worries, otherwise you'll just... You're rapists, aren't you? Rapists, the whole lot of you! You want to tear my clothes, beat me unconscious, have your horrible way with me, then brutally murder me, don't you? All while still violating every hole in my body as I lay there twitching, don't you? Yeah, I'm not saying that one. she's Don't interrupt me. Well, this is going nowhere. Let's see if I can get a drink to calm her down. Or to throw at her face. Think carefully. Give her something that will calm her down. Something that's calming. Sweet girly happy, bitter girly soft. Bitter manly burning. Sour plum bland. Yeah, sorry, Booming. That's, I'm gonna have to time you out for that. Yeah, that unfortunately goes against, yeah, that goes against my rules, so, please don't do that. A fringe weaver is one aldehyde. You're free to stay, but no promotions, please. Both of these will make your tongue velvetly sour, girly, soft. Fluffy dreams sounds nice. 3. All aged and mixed. There, a fluffy dream. What is that? A drink. You're in a bar. Bars serve drinks. Bar? So I figured I should give you something to help you calm down. Don't worry, it's on the house. To calm down? What do you spice it with? Roofies? TTX? Pumpkins? Oh gosh, no, I wouldn't even think of it. Your stuttering makes you suspicious, you know. If I ever added anything like that to your drink, they dock my pay and tips. Not to mention I have to pay any lawsuits myself. And what's the best case scenario? I could get fired and lose benefits or go to jail. And trust me, the BTC loves to catch anyone who commits that particular felony. They show themselves all proud for a hefty PR boost. And the thought of going through all that is just, ugh. Even if you say that, let's do something. If you go outside and head just 3 businesses to the left, you'll find a convenience store. They sell drug tests for drinks. Tell the cashier that Donna Zane sent you. 2 flying cars crashed and went boom. That's why it was so noisy. Any damage? A hole in the street. Don't know about the drivers or anything. I see. Either way, I think I'm done here. Do you check inside the toilet paper's locker? What about it? Oh my god! How? Why? How? I'm back. You tried to give me bandages at first, though. Did you have to pay? No. No problem, then. Try it on the drink. Says negative. There you go. But you could be in cahoots with the clerk in the store. He even knows your name. Good point, but first of all, it's not my name. It's my boss's. Second, we are pretty much part of a chain, sort of like the spicy chicken of bars. And finally, I'm not making you drink this. I offer it to you as a sign of peace. I mean, you are right. This is indeed suspicious on my part. Sorry. You can just ignore the drink, go through that door, and forget this ever happened. That would be it. You're at peace, and nothing of value would be lost. Are you implying something won't have value because I ignored it? Are you saying my presence is so unimportant that my lack of action will yield no difference? Huh? And what about the drink? Are you gonna let this fruit of your work go to waste so easily? No, well, I'll let you know. I'm not that unimportant and that your work does matter. Not sure you should drink it all so fast. So, how was it? It was fine, but not something I'd order normally. Are you alright? Yeah, I guess you were telling the truth. Sorry about that. No problem. If I were you, I'd have probably reacted the same way. I should apologize for my last comment, too. It came out as insensitive. I guess I'll stay for a while. I need to get my thoughts in order. Can you tell me how I got here? My boss found you unconscious and brought you here for safekeeping. And you were asleep until that car crash outside. I see. I guess it's better to wake up here than on the streets, stripped of clothes, dignity, and /or organs. How did you fall unconscious? Were you tired? Sick? I guess I'm sick, but I'd rather not talk about it. Of course. I'll tell you what. Your drinks are on the house tonight. But why would you do that? Consider it an apology on behalf of everyone here for all the trouble we've caused you. Also, something tells me you might need another drink right now. Yeah, you might be right. Okay then, I'll take you on your offer. I'll have a piano man. Will you be fine? Yeah, I just gulped the last one, so I want to enjoy this one. Coming right up then. Let's see, piano man. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. All on the rocks and mixed. Piano man. She's asking for a piano man. You don't see women asking for a piano man every day. Here. Yeah, this is the one. My dad used to drink these before an actual pianist attempted to kill him. What do you do? Your dad, I mean, to provoke a pianist like that. Wrong place at the wrong time, I guess. He was relaxing in a bar when suddenly the pianist left off the stage and started punching him. Some say he was off his meds and that my dad looked like some music critic that had bashed him. I still hold my stance that you just got too excited. Jazz does that to you. I see. The Piano Man has an interesting story. It was originally created by a bartender in honor of a pianist friend of his that had just died. Apparently mixes all the flavors said friend liked the most. Oh, that's nice. Sorry, I'm eating more. So this is how it feels to go for a drink at the end of a long, hard day at work. I'm not sure if I like the fact that I'm falling into that. Where do you work, Miss, Kim? Call me Kim. I don't know if I can say I work yet, though I'm still just an intern. Can I ask where? Have you heard of a newspaper called The Augmented Eye? I read it every morning. In fact, Donovan D. Dawson was here earlier. I knew it smelled like his nasty cologne. That dastard leaves his reek wherever he goes. So you believe me? I do. Gosh, you have no idea how much I hate that chauvinistic horseblower. Harsh words. The worst part is that I kind of admire the way he does stuff. He's so forceful about the things he wants that people have it done before they realize what's going on. He even got a pizza delivery boy to work server maintenance. A full week passed before the pizza shop asked where the heck he was. Would you believe it? The guy became decent at server maintenance despite having no previous experience. It's kind of admirable, but at the same time I hate his guts. Ugh. Knowing that I have to work for him, it's... Ugh. Why are you working there then? Did I ask something I shouldn't have? No, don't fret about it. I'd rather not talk about it though. Fair enough. What's your name, bartender? Call me Jill. Is it hard to be a bartender, Jill? I guess it's as hard as being a cook somewhere. You keep going through the motions while trying to provide something of quality. All while answering the whimsy of people's orders. I think the hardest part is dealing with chemical hazards some people might leave behind. Why? At one point I thought about being a bartender, but I was afraid they'd make me wear skimpy clothes and dance or something. Here we go again. Well, it depends on where you start working, you know? I guess I was lucky Valhalla didn't end up being a tacky disco overseen by a DJ with an afro. My boss just wanted a comfy place, I think. Your boss sounds like an interesting person. What with wanting to put me somewhere safe and all that. She is. She's so cool and collected, but has no qualms showing excitement about stuff. Sure, she's been a bit tense the last couple of days, but even then, when you're with her, everything just feels under control. She also has this mechanical arm. I have no idea how she got it, but huh. Sorry, I got carried away. It was fun to see you break the wise bartender character you're using here. I do that? It'd be nice to meet this boss of yours sometime and thank her. Shall I call her? She'd be glad to know you're okay. Oh no, I shouldn't pester her that way. Besides, it's getting late. I don't want to abuse your generosity. You can ask for another one, although I don't know how much alcohol you can handle. I think I can handle another drink. One brandtini, please. Coming right up. She wants a a brandtini. Yeah, that. 8 out of 10 smug a-holes will recommend it, but they're too busy being smug a-holes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1. Aged and mixed. There you go, Brantini. Here you go. Yep, this seems like the stuff. Cheers. Are you alright? Yeah, just a bit, dizzy. And you're clearing your throat? It, helps me focus a bit. Yeah, I'm better now. Hey, Jill. Do you work with other women? I work for a woman, but my only coworker is male. Why? You lucky... I mean, you have no idea the heaven you live in. When I started my internship, every intern was female. If you ever tried competing with women for a good spot, they are relentless. Have you tried making friends with any of them? Friends? Those jerks are in it for the friendship. They're out for blood. Sorry, I mean... The other day I got an assignment and all I got for my efforts was an afternoon spent locked in the bathroom. And this other time, when our supervisor praised me, I'm still looking for my briefcase. Sometimes I just want to take all those jerks and throw them in the sewers or something. Let the lizardmen feast on their livers. I'm just so tired of having to deal with that. Tired of having to put up with them. Tired. No sleeping here, please. Do you want me to call you a cab? Would you be so kind? Hey, it's Jill. Can you send us a cab? The client? Just a second. Hey, Kim, I'm gonna need your full name. Kimberly Love Valle. Wait, wasn't Valle the name of a celebrity that was in the newspaper? Wow, what a flowery name. Kimberly La Valle. No. I have no idea how to spell it. No, she's too sleepy to answer that. Okay, fine. Thanks a lot. They'll be here in, a minute. She's been through a lot today, I guess. Hey, Joe, bathroom's done. I'm leaving. Guide Miss La Valle to her cab on your way out, please. Oh, she woke up? And fell asleep again. Sure, anything for a client. Excuse me, miss. Please help me walk you to your cab. Pickpockets. They're gonna get me. And that's it. Are we done for the night? Seems like it. Where's Gil and, where's that girl that was here? Gil cleaned the bathroom and left because he stank. Kim woke up, had a couple of drinks, and left. So she's called Kim. How did she look to you? How was she? She was freaked out when she woke up, but she managed to calm down. Are you worried about her? Wouldn't you be? I don't know. Hey, boss, do you feel like calling you boss is too impersonal? Not really, no. It's not like you call me that because I'm a stranger, just out of habit. Oh. Anyway, you're free to go after you finish washing up the glasses. Let me transfer you today's payment. Maybe I'll give Gil a small bonus for dealing with the bathroom. There we go. So at the end of the day, you get to see the amount of drinks you made, the amount of mistakes you made. We got a 30% commission. So today's payment, $648. So yeah, so we get a commission off of the drink sales. We got a flawless service bonus, so that's 500. An extra from boss for helping the girl calm down. So we actually made, holy crap, boss is taking a loss on this. She basically gave us $500 less than what we brought in. By the way, that's not good business practice, so don't do that. Your membership to Shining Finger will automatically renew on the 17th. Make sure the account has at least $800 in it. Jill is lost in thought about a hollow plant. Buying it will prevent her from getting too distracted. You can now browse danger /u/. You can now visit JC Elton's. Okay. So I am going to call this one here for now. I do have one other game I kind of wanted to dip into. But yeah, no, I just wanted to show this on stream because I think it's an amazing game and definitely deserves your purchase if you're interested in games like this. All right, so I'm going to save. But yeah, no, amazing game. It does deal with adult topics, but I think it does it in a very mature way, as opposed to air quotes and rated M for mature game. So yeah, no, I really love the world building, the character building. There's a lot to these characters, and I think that's what makes it special. It doesn't pretend that people are better than they are. Also doesn't pretend that people are worse than they are. It doesn't dehumanize or overly praise. It's just people. I like that. I think if you want to make a game about commentary on the human condition, this is a good way. Don't villainize your characters, even if they're villains. Just let them be who they are. And like you saw, like Mr. D, he's a horrible, like, chauvinistic person, but he has his own worries, and to an extent he does things in a way that some people respect, but he's also dealing with a lot of stuff on his own plate. So he's not just a villain, he's a person. However, we don't excuse him for his flaws either, so I like that. It's a very mature take on things. Okay. Give me a second. And we have one more game for tonight. Yeah, so we have one more game for tonight. And that is another game. It's also a visual novel. It is a sequel to, to another game. Called Somnium Files. Let me just make sure that this is picking up my graphics card. Because this game is in 3D, so it does need... Okay, good. Yeah, so it's the Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative. Okay, and I'm gonna change a couple of settings. I really liked the first game. So this is my first time playing through this one. Let's see. We'll do English voices for now. I think this one should have full voice acting for the most part. But yeah, I played it on the Switch, but this game really needs to be, it really needs to be played on PC. Because the Switch has a hard time pulling in videos, and it draws a lot of, like, pop-up rendered videos, and so it'll lag a bunch. So it takes longer than it really should to load in dialogue. Yeah. I don't like QTEs, so we're gonna make it over here. Strange Tale converges chapter 0.
Where am I?
So this is our protagonist from the last game, I believe.
You okay, Ryu?
And there's Boss. Also from the last game. By the way, I'm not sure how many spoilers there are. Actually, this may not be from the last game.
All right, let's keep going. Next
Ryuki
question.
looks too young.
In Indian mythology, what is the name of the half-god, half-beast spirits that imbibe sense and are known for their musical ability?
Oh shoot, I don't know this one. Yeah, we'll view the tutorial. You can freely move the cursor and camera. First, look around and set the cursor on objects that interest you. What am I doing?
Press the button already. You see that button on the table, right? Push it and you get to answer the question.
And look, Boss.
What? You're joking, right? What are you talking about?
Big monitor. A signboard. Monitor. So you get to see everything. A camera. But there's also a button.
And that's the answer button for the quiz.
Okay, this is another character.
Why don't you press it?
So we have a eyeball named Tama.
Tama. You mean this button?
Yeah. You better hurry, or the other teams are gonna answer before you.
Ding.
There we go. Team Popo was the quickest. And your answer is?
What's the name of the half-god, half-ancient beast that imbibes sense that are usually known first? Place your cursor on the host and try to answer the quiz questions. Is that Grandarva? Oh,
That is correct. The
I-
answer is Gandharva.
Gandharva. I tried looking for like the one that sounded the most like it came from that language.
Team Popo gets 10 points for the correct answer.
Yay!
Keep it up.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's keep going then, shall we? Next question.
Hello, Luna.
Are you familiar with the new Cyclops serial killings? No, not you, Mr. Ryuki.
This question is for the person on the other side.
Oh, so it's just asking if we've played the first game.
Who was that?
Yeah, and I've played the other game.
Hurry now, you're at.
Oh, that's right. I have to, 1 second, look down. My answer would be yes, because I have played the other game.
Team Popo presses the button. You must be ready to answer. But before you do,
So I'm wondering if it's just going to keep out spoilers for the first game if we answer no.
I want you to take this question very seriously. The new Cyclops serial killings, the incident in which many victims got their eye gouged after murder. Are you or are you not familiar with it?
This can go too long if we can dig into the details of that incident in the coming 6
Oh, so it's like if you've played it or not, it'll include / exclude spoilers.
In other words, we're asking if we can give you spoilers for the first game.
But don't worry,
So please, just tell me honestly. Are you familiar with the new Cyclops serial killings?
I am.
Are you sure? Don't be lying now.
Oh
Let's
gosh.
give you a simple test just to make sure. The one who resolved the new Cyclops serial killings was Kaname Date of Abyss.
Okay.
On the final day of that investigation, someone was shot in the leg by the culprit. Who was that?
Oh shoot, I don't remember.
No need to give me their last name, first name only, please.
I don't remember. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played that game. 1 second, I'm going to cheat. I don't remember. Okay. Okay, it was Mizuki. Okay.
Oh, not bad. You're correct. But you could have just gotten lucky. How about we go for one more
That's
round?
really mean. It's been a while since I
Who
played that
is the
game.
true culprit of the new Cyclops serial killings? Answer with just the first name again, please.
It was kind of us, but not. It was an interesting plot twist.
Wonderful. That's another right answer. Sorry for doubting you. You really do know about the new Cyclops killings. Oh, did you hear that sound? That means the next question will be the last. Are you ready? A precognitive dream is a dream that lets you see the future. But these precognitive dreams, are they really?
Truly real.
Oh, okay, got it. Oh, interesting.
It can't be.
What's wrong? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Interesting.
Be careful, Mizuki. I've detected a biological response.
Oh, it's Aiba. So Aiba is the eyeball companion from the first game.
3 o'clock. Distance of 315 feet. In the middle row of seats.
Oh, it's upside down mask. In the story, with the power of Aiba, you can gain special visual information. Yeah, so we're gonna zoom.
Aiba, zoom in. Night vision mode.
Roger that.
Oh, well, X-ray.
Use the X-ray next.
Understood.
Found you. Who is that?
It's ridiculous that such a small X-ray source would be able to travel that far, but okay.
Identity unknown. Judging from their figure, they appear to be female.
Ah, so she's jealous, huh? I bet that's it. Why else would another girl target me?
You can't think of any other reason?
Well, sure, but I'm really cute, you know? That's why other girls don't like me much.
I'm fairly certain that has more to do with your personality. Mizuki, load Evolver with a stun grenade round. You should be able to knock your opponent unconscious by detonating it near them.
Got it.
She has like a snub
Okay,
nose.
great. I will display the aiming reticle. Take aim and pull the trigger.
On it.
So these are like little mini games that were spaced out between the first one, the first game, to some point.
What's with this roll?
Oh no, she chaos controlled. Well, she's
Where did she
gone.
go now?
Detecting the target's footsteps. They seem to be heading toward the stadium exit.
Ugh, can't let them get away.
Mizuki, wait. Even you won't be able to catch up to them. More importantly,
There's something there.
yes.
Oh, is that half a person?
Hey, that's...
You recognize him?
Yeah, I'm sure of it. I'll never forget. It's...
Interesting.
the left half of his body. His name is Jin Furue. I remember it clearly. 6 years ago, at Studio Devaita. The right half of his body.
Ah, interesting.
Ryuki, what's wrong? Pull yourself together.
Oh, it's the gangster guys. I love these dudes.
Where am I?
Don't tell me you were sleeping. Who falls asleep in the middle of a live stream?
Why are you being so mean? Who is that square-headed man? So these are all characters from the first game, except for Ryuki.
Mr. Ryuki, you're working under boss, right?
Iris was the center of all of the crimes from the last game. She wasn't the culprit.
Boss, have you been giving him vacation time?
She's probably working him to the bone on his off hours, too.
I resent that. That is not true. I just have him scrape the striatum corneum off my heels
Mr. Ryuki is away, let's get back to it, shall we?
Oh my gosh, this man is Minecraft.
Here we go. Next question. Which tower's symbol, shaped like interlocking black and white commas, represents the origin of all things?
What the? A blackout?
What are you standing around for? Get the lights.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Interesting. I wonder if that QR code actually gets you somewhere. So if this is Mizuki, she should be anywhere between 17 and 20 now. What happened to her adoptive dad? Her adoptive dad is the one that used Aiba before.
What? You really don't know? I'm Detective Ushidera, Special Investigations Office, MPD. I don't even have to ask about you. You're Mizuki Okira.
Oh, she's 18 now.
Old. A high schooler attending Sakiba High. The all-girls school, right?
I'm glad because I feel like Mizuki kind of had her own ending in the last game, but it didn't resolve anything. It was kind of optional. I got to see more of Mizuki.
Okira is your former name. You've been adopted by Date, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Date is the name of the protagonist from the previous game.
You were at the studio when the other half of the corpse was found.
So I take it you were there too?
Yeah. Back then I was on the investigation team. Though you were 12 at the time, so I can't blame you for not remembering me. I heard you became a special agent at Abyss. That boss lady got her claws in you, huh? This little girl.
Boss has not aged at all.
Guess they'll take anyone they can get. Times sure have changed.
Abyss is a particularly special organization. Mizuki was hired via what might be referred to as extra-legal measures.
So you mean through nepotism?
It's snowing, but it hasn't piled up yet.
Yeah.
By the way, Mizuki, there is something that has been bothering me.
What's this?
This is the field before law enforcement arrived. Notice anything peculiar?
No, nothing in particular.
The turf runs a considerable distance and is wet from the snow.
Oh, okay.
If someone were to step on it, they would leave a trace. However,
There aren't any footprints.
indeed,
Then how did the body...
unknown. Perhaps they descended from the sky, or rose up from the ground, or they
Materialized.
teleported here.
teleported?
I was joking. Do not take it seriously.
Of course, ma'am. It's Jin Furroway. I don't think there's anyone in our generation who wouldn't recognize him. He was famous until he passed away. Well, even after he died.
And 6 years ago, I was part of that investigation too.
Were you at the studio by any
Oh,
chance?
is this the investigator? Date can never, like, remember his name.
You don't remember? We did talk.
Oh gosh, it is. It's this Inspector that gets upset when you don't remember his name.
Sorry, don't remember. You don't leave much of an impression. In a good way.
Oh, poor guy.
In a good way? I have a bad feeling about this, but you really want to know my name?
Yeah,
Then I'll tell you, but please don't forget it, okay?
got it.
My name is Kagami.
It's him.
Kagami, huh? Okay, I'll remember that.
Ask him again.
Here it comes. I knew this would happen.
He gets increasingly angry if you keep asking him his name.
I'll say it one more time. is Kagami. I told you it's Kagami!
I know his name already. I don't think I need to ask again. Ask further. There's no trace of any disturbance on the vehicle. How did the body get here? Aren't you cold?
Nah. The lining has heating wires in it, so I'm warm. Oh, thank you for the concern, though. Oh, no. I just started investigating, really. Weird, though, isn't it? He got killed 6 years ago, but the body shows up now?
It's for the soccer goal. A lap time display. It's a display board showing lap times. We have lights, stadium lights. So not everything is necessarily useful to us. What about Date?
What is it?
Wait, that's not Date. Well, it is, but it isn't. I thought we said we had the spoiler thing on, though.
Well, I was just wondering if he contacted you or anything.
I would have let you know right away if he did. Date was caught in that explosion 6 years ago.
And has been missing ever since.
Okay, so Date's been missing.
Date's body was never recovered from the scene.
Oh, but they recovered Aiba, so that's why Aiba is with Mizuki now.
Don't worry. I am positive it would take more than that to kill Kaname Date. I am certain he's at the Hot Springs district in Atami or someplace, spending his time in leisure.
So yeah, so Date was Aiba's old partner.
If he is, I'd go down there and drown him in that boiling
And
water myself.
Aiba was with him to suppress certain chemicals that would go into his brain. It was an interesting story about, it took into account, like, nature versus nurture, holographic boundary line, what makes a killer, etc.
Haven't found anything yet. Though there is something I didn't find that's particularly interesting.
So yeah, spoilers, if you want to enjoy the first game, you should go get that. I think it's also on sale right now, for like $10 or something.
The footprints.
Definitely worth it. If you like, for example, games like the Nonary games, it's actually the same author, I believe. So, same kind of meta writing.
Bingo. There isn't a single footprint on the field that doesn't belong to someone here. So just how did the culprit do it? I should be asked. You're the one who discovered the body, right? You were also at the studio 6 years ago when the other half was found. Quite a coincidence, don't you think?
What are you trying to say?
Why did you come here?
I got a Nile message. It said HB Stadium. That could only be referring to the case 6 years ago, right?
The half-body serial killings.
I need to know more about that case. Changed my life. Forever. So that's why I came.
Aiba's trivia. In investigation, Aiba and Tama talk. Trivia and additional information will be displayed on the top of the screen. Regarding Mizuki's smartphone, if it gets reception, I can connect to any network. I can make calls and send and receive messages on Nile. Suki says, I don't want you to know about my private life. If I leave my eyes closed, you won't be able to see it, right, Aiba? Which is why she still carries her smartphone around. Oh, okay, got it. Okay. About the Nile message.
The message.
I don't know. It was sent from an account that signed up with a fake name. Someone must have wanted me to discover the body.
Someone?
Maybe the culprit.
Why would the culprit do that to you?
I don't know.
There is one more thing we don't know. The masked woman who shot at us earlier. Who could this person of interest be? And why did she try to kill you?
There's not a trace of any disturbance on the field, so how did the body get here? Why are you here?
You do know I'm the commander of Abyss, right?
Right, but that's why I'm asking. Isn't it a bit weird for you to be at a crime scene in person?
This case is special. I saw it too, 6 years ago. The other half of the corpse.
At Studio Devita.
And the HB case is still open, even after all this time. The reputation of the whole department hangs on this case.
By HB case, she is referring to the half-body serial killings. So named because the victims' bodies were cut in two. The culprit is known as Terror. Their identity is unknown.
So this author likes to use a lot of, like, puns. So in this one, terror can mean one that tears, but also it sounds like the word for terror as in the terrorizer.
6 years have passed since Terror first made themselves known, but we have yet to find any promising.
It's the same thing with I. So I stands for I, which means love in IBA. It also stands for I as in eyeball, and also AI for artificial intelligence.
I already know that. You don't have to explain it.
Abyss is a high-level organization in the police department. You do technically outrank me, ma'am.
Huh. Really? But you don't need to worry about the formalities with me.
What? For real? I can be casual with you?
Do you want to get your ass kicked?
Sorry. Sorry, ma'am. I've finished gathering DNA samples. It's being sent to forensics now. I'm sure the results will be out shortly.
Of course. Not.
What? Why not?
Because you're only 18, Mizuki. You're still a student at Sekiba High.
But I barely even go now. I graduate in a month. I hardly have any classes left.
The point is, you're still a student.
Then why did you let me join Abyss?
Because I thought you had potential as a sinker.
I assume your gargantuan strength and combat ability were a factor as well.
But you're basically still an intern. You've only been training for about a month. It's way too early to put you in the field.
I want to be on the case no matter what.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
Please, boss. I have to. This case is...
Can you not give me the puppy dog eyes? You know I'm weak to the puppy dog eyes. Fine. But promise me one thing. Swear to me that you won't do anything dangerous or illegal, no matter what.
Sure.
Yeah, I swear, I swear!
And one more thing. I am your superior. You should address me with a little more respect.
10-4, boss man. I read you loud and clear.
Do you?
Okay, so I guess we investigate the body then.
Would you like to check the corpse with X-ray mode?
Yeah, that's unlikely, but maybe the right half of the body is buried in the ground.
You could simply flip the body over.
No way. I don't want to see that cut. Especially not down there.
In that case, how's this?
Well, it would be difficult to x-ray through ground, but sure.
I see now. That body is definitely just the left half.
I will get the more shocking facts out of the way first. The estimated time of death is approximately 9 hours ago.
What? 9 hours ago?
It is currently 9 o'clock, so that would mean he was killed around 12.
Oh, he must have been Captain Ice. This author has used this before.
Wait. Hold on. 6 years ago,
Hold that thought. There's more. As you can see, the body was cut in two. There are no other external wounds on the body. It appears that he was sliced in half while he was still alive.
Nice.
As for what was used to cut him, I am sorry, but that cannot be determined.
Yeah, it would be insane to have something that can cut that cleanly.
What do you mean?
Judging by the cross-section, it is clear that it was not a blade. It could not be a laser or pressurized water either.
Then what was it?
As I said, I do not know. The body was cut at the molecular level.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's how you make a cut. But okay, Aiba. I'll bite.
There is hardly any blood left in the body. It could be speculated that the corpse was left with the cut section facing the ground. However, there are no traces of any blood flow on the ground.
He was drained.
Therefore, it is clear that he was murdered at some other location.
We forgot his name. Huh. Oh, face.
That's
Perfect.
Definitely Jin Furue.
Yeah. The same face we saw 6 years ago at Studio Devita.
Okay, I'm glad whatever fix I did for the audio seems to be working. I don't have lagging audio anymore, so that's a bonus.
Jin was a young industrialist. He was quite famous and often made media appearances. This cannot possibly be a stranger who happens to look like him.
Six years ago, Jin Furue's body was discovered in Studio Devita. And now, his left half was found here at the stadium. And yet his time of death is 12 o'clock today, which means that half his body was alive very recently. What the hell is going on? My brain is doing cartwheels trying to figure this out.
Oh, hi, Aiba.
Hold on, did Aiba just appear?
Yeah.
Wait, let me put my earphones in.
Can you hear me, boss?
Yeah, loud and clear.
The heart is in the left half of the body.
Mizuki.
I get it. You think they might have sewn the body back together?
No.
No, there are no traces of that. And were you two being serious? You do realize the cerebrum, brainstem, and spinal cord were completely severed in two? I, of course, did consider it a possibility, but both faces match perfectly. The rest depends on the DNA results.
What if he has a twin brother?
Looked into Jin Furue's family background. Not only did he not have a twin, but there is no record of him ever having siblings. There are no signs of him ever having been frozen.
Oh.
His body was definitely alive until just recently.
Is it time travel then? Interesting, because that was my theory, was the freezing.
I have no idea what's going on. But this case is definitely connected to the incident 6 years ago.
Which means the half-body case isn't over yet.
Oh, I should probably read this, but the information wasn't much better than the information on the internet, so I couldn't get the full picture.
Hey, Aiba. How much do you know about the HB serial killings?
As you know, my knowledge of the case is about the same as yours. Due to the explosion 6 years ago, I lost all of my memories from a few days before that point. And due to poor connection, I was unable to send or retrieve any backups.
What about you, boss?
Same for me. Ryuki was the one on the case at the time. I don't know anything other than what he reported.
What about the stuff he didn't report?
I'm not a psychic. How would I know something that he didn't tell me?
Aiba, where's Ryuki now?
I've determined the location from Toma's GPS. Currently, Ryuki seems to be in Golden Yokocho.
Oh, wasn't that the bar? Okay. I think that's a bar that Date and Co used to frequent. Okay, so I'm guessing we're playing as Mizuki in the future and Ryuki in the past. A big camera. Camera with a tripod. A heavy door.
Of course. Jin Furue, right? I've seen him online a bunch of times. What? Isn't it obvious? Iris is totally freaking out, so I'm helping her calm down. When are you letting me leave anyway? That other detective said you still had questions you needed to ask. So...
I wonder if this takes place shortly before the 6-year gap. If it takes place shortly before the events of the first game or after.
Mizuki Date, 12 years old. Her former name is Ogiura, but she was adopted by my superior officer, Kaname Date.
Okay, I think it's after then.
That's why I've met her a few times before.
Oh no, never mind. This is Date.
Like the time you carried Date home on your back after he had one too many rounds.
So this is shortly before the events of the first game.
I don't know. Not his guardian, you know. He got all giddy about taking a long vacation. He's probably at a cabaret club in Meguro right now, pouring some ponzu on that rake of chick's fat thighs.
Oh gosh. Wait, but if this is... If he disappeared during this, then this would have to be after.
I know her name, without asking. Iris Sagan. I was introduced before the show started, and...
She was involved in the new Cyclops serial killings that happened last November.
Okay, yeah, so it takes place after.
You read the reports.
Yeah, so I know enough about what happened. Mr. Date was also on that case.
Teleportation.
What?
That body teleported here from a parallel world.
Oh yeah, that's right. Iris has delusions of grandeur.
But only half of his body was able to make it through.
She has like mental like stuff wrong with her brain.
That's why he was split in half.
Jeez. Does she look okay to you? I already talked to the other detective. I want to go home already.
Oh.
We work in the same building and you don't know my name. Can't blame you though. You're new.
Yeah, up the volume a bit. So you can hear what they're saying.
Metro PD, major crimes. Name's Ushidera. Huh. I already know all about you. No need to say it. Kurita Ryuki, 23 years old. Due to your excellent marks, you skipped a few grades in an elite private university and graduated at 21. Afterward,
Oh, he's older than I
trained
thought he
at
would be.
Police Academy for 15 months and were accepted into Abyss last summer. It's incredibly rare for anyone to get into Abyss without having stepped foot on a crime scene. Don't tell me you slept your way in with Boss.
What? No,
Of
boss
course
would
I
never.
did. I took the formal exam and boss acknowledged my abilities.
You mean your endurance? You're a young guy.
Holy crap, man.
Boss definitely seems more into the marathons than the sprints.
What are you talking about?
Well, Ryuki, when a man and a woman love
Oh
each
gosh,
other
Tama,
very
no.
much,
You
That
don't have to
face.
explain it. I get it.
Unfortunately, nothing yet. HQ still hasn't gotten any reports about the half-body being found. Hell, maybe it's never going to be found. What if that body crossed over time and space to get here? It's possible, right?
No?
MoMA.
His name is Moma Kumakura. He's a leader of the Kumakura gang, which is under the Uchisaki family.
I know. The Kumakuras are known for being peculiar, even among Yakuza. But why is their leader at a live-streamed quiz show?
Yeah, MoMA took over after the previous head did bad things.
Oh
Oh, you mean
Slash died.
Shinpei?
Shinpei Wagai. That's his name. He was one of our members until just recently.
Was?
Yeah, he went clean. Left the life completely.
And where is he now?
Who knows? The moment he saw the corpse, he flew out of the room, white as a sheet. He's probably puking into a toilet somewhere. Anyway, it's real fucked up. Even people in my world wouldn't kill someone so gruesomely. That bastard. Scaring Tessa like this. Whoever did this better make sure the cops get to him before I do.
She's trembling. Detective named Ushidera. So we'll talk with boss.
It's Jin Furue, no doubt about it. He was like an advisor who represented the young talent. I saw him a lot on the news online. This is so strange. Why just his right half? Hey, what's going on with you? Memory problems? Brain disorder or something? You look like you're losing it a little.
No, it's nothing.
Boss was invited here by Ma, a host from Kabuki show. Ma told her, let's go on this online show together. It looks so fun. But immediately after she showed up, she was sent a Nile message that read, sorry, something came up.
So in other words, he flaked on her.
Boss tried to go home, but the show's staff stopped her and begged her to find a replacement.
So she called up her obedient underling, huh? How convenient.
Yeah, you remember now?
Remember? You never told me anything about this Ma guy.
Ah, so Tama told you. After I asked her not to. Well, there's no one else available, so would you mind taking care of it?
What? Me?
I know this case could get dangerous. It might be too hot to assign to a rookie. But then again, you have a reliable partner with you.
I'll give you hands-on assistance for this investigation.
Oh, back Tama. Back. Monitor watching the contestants. Ask his name.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that I had a.
It's him again.
I try not to tell people my name.
Kagami.
I'll tell you instead. His name is Kagami.
Kagami, huh?
Huh? How did
Or
you know?
Kagami.
Why does this keep happening? Is my name cursed or something? All I can do is laugh now.
Again.
I told you it's Kagami.
I already know his name. I don't need to ask again. So yeah, he's kind of like a running gag.
Yes, of course I know about him. I actually follow him on Twitter. He cuts through all the BS of the modern world. He's insightful, inspiring in a way.
Interesting.
Well,
He's also cut in half
What?
now.
You still haven't taken DNA samples?
easier said than done. Most of the blood was drained from the body, so we have no choice but to take samples from the organs. Wait, hey, this is no place for a kid.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're right next to the body.
So?
So? Well, you could be traumatized for life seeing something like this.
I'm fine. I've seen worse.
Anyway, you're in the way.
Fine.
Well, there you have it.
So in other words, you don't have anything.
Let's look at the sign.
Fray to free?
Fray can mean battle, tatter, ravel, or strain. Free is self-explanatory.
To set free or release.
So the phrase could mean something like fight to set free.
Or unravel to set free.
What's with that QR code?
The thing is, there seems to be an error in the Abyss communication system. We're having issues getting online.
What? Come on.
What? You got a problem with that?
No, not at all.
Fight for freedom, huh?
The identity of the deceased has been confirmed through facial recognition. Jin Furue, 29 years old, the CEO of Music Food Co. Ltd. He's also an executive at several IT firms, consultation companies, investment firms, and advertising agencies. His columns and essays are featured in various magazines and online media. He's quite a successful author. Wait.
What is it?
This might not be related to the case, but I just thought of something. Ryuki, would you mind moving closer to the body?
He's missing one of his back teeth.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the first molar of his upper jaw was completely removed from its root. Judging by the impression left in the gums, it looks like it was removed just recently. The estimated time of death was about 40 hours ago. Today is February 10th, current time 2200, which means he died around 6 o'clock February 9th.
Yesterday morning.
There's hardly any blood left in his body. His body must have been left with his legs slightly raised and the cut side facing the ground. Blood naturally flowed out as a result, leaving the cut surprisingly clean and visible. The cut appears to have been made by something far thinner than paper.
Thinner than paper?
For example, something with zero thickness, like a 2D surface.
There's no such...
What's more is that it doesn't seem like the connections between molecules were severed. The structure of the molecules themselves have been cut.
So, nuclear fission is what you're telling me. So this is going to be a little hard to understand. So feel free to skip this if you'd like. Among scientific bonds, there is the intramolecular bond, which is used electrons to bond, and the intermolecular bond, which is bonding of molecules themselves. Yeah, we talked a little about this at the beginning of the stream with the water bottle. Intermolecular bonds are stronger than intermolecular bonds. When something is cut in half, it's usually the intermolecular bond that is severed. Like, for example, if you're making ions by pouring like salt in water. However, Jinfurue's body was severed at an intramolecular level, bond level. That's it for the science part. Please continue to enjoy the main story. Yeah, that would be weird because that would like release a lot of energy and is hard to do because it needs stuff to stay stable. Not necessarily unrealistic that it was cut, but the unrealistic thing is that those bonds did not then look for something else and then hook onto something. But that's just like a minor... That's a minor thing. Well, it's not necessary to enjoy the story. When the world happened yesterday at 6.
By the way, Ryuki, there's something about the corpse's head that's been bothering me. It's hard to see from here, so here's the image I took earlier.
What's this?
Oh, he has something in the back of his head.
It's an enlarged picture of Jin's temporal region, near the back of his head. It's hard to see because of the hair in the way, but there are signs of traumatic subcutaneous hematoma. In other words, there's bruising.
Yeah, he bruised.
I think he got hit with a blunt object.
Someone hit him from behind?
Probably, but I don't think this is a fatal wound. There's no damage to the skull or brain itself. And as you can clearly see, his cause of death was being split in half. There are no other visible wounds besides the head trauma. He must have been cut in two while he was alive.
Why did the first molar fall out of the upper jaw? Interesting.
Don't rush me. I'm doing the best I can.
Looks like he's just standing there to me.
Yeah.
Is it true that body appeared out of nowhere? It's hard to believe, but...
It's all right now, because I am here! Half might!
Oh gosh. What a reference.
Half for all! We are full-time heroes!
You okay, Mr. Ryuki? I feel like you aren't exactly sound of mind right now.
Ryuki can oftentimes get weird like this. He isn't doing well mentally. One of my jobs is to support him. Interesting. this is definitely going to come up again in the story. Big monitor. Ask his name. Oh, there's someone else to question.
Are you still out of it, Mr. Ryuki? This is Studio Devaita in Minato Roppongi. It's a rental studio mostly used for live streaming, filming, that kind of thing.
I think he introduced himself to me before the show started. His name was Andy's Kameji, I think.
That's his stage name, of course. His real name is Yoneharu Enda. He's a comedian.
I'd never heard of him before. He must not be very good.
Ouch.
Oh, and I suppose you can do better, asshole. What do you know about comedians? Listen,
Well, when your entire life is a
comedians
joke,
so they can bring
you just get
people
experience.
joy. And here you are, just...
Okay, I'm sorry.
I've known Tama for more than half a year now, but I still have a hard time understanding what sets her off. I had no idea that was a sensitive subject. That's a quiz show.
Did you really not understand what you were getting into when you agreed to this?
We arrived here right as the stream was about to begin. They made us sit in the contestant seat right away without telling us anything.
Well, the title of our show is right there.
Faith to Face.
Faith to Face, our special 6-hour live stream marathon, brought to you by Amabi TV.
We cut the stream, of course, but the cameras should have been running when that body appeared. I'm sure all of Japan, or even the world tuning in on the internet, is in shock right now.
Ryuki, I've got a connection.
Oh, perfect. Now we can check the QR code.
It leads to a ViewCube page.
ViewCube? You mean...
Yes, the video streaming site.
Whose account does the channel belong to?
No idea. It was registered using an alias.
Okay. Open it.
What?
I'm sorry. Can you please open it?
That's better.
Holy crap, Tama. Okay, so we have some weird, like, Sony PlayStation commercial from the early 2000s. Okay.
What's wrong, Ryuki?
Oh, did it set off something in his head? Interesting.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
I think Ryuki is not well. Oh, wonderful, the body exploded. I wonder if Ryuki has this whole, like, left brain, right brain thing going on. If they're gonna bring that up at any point. Team Zero Escape presents. Yeah, so it's the same team that did the Nonary games. Oh, a bunch of characters from the first game. Somnium Files, Nirvana Initiative. Okay, so we're back in the present again.
Oh, it's Brahmin.
You are familiar with it?
Yeah, I've been here a bunch of times. Ryuki is supposed to be here?
I'm certain of it.
Okay, let's go in.
Oh, is Ryuki old now? Should be almost 30. It looks like he hasn't aged much. Mugs on the table. Table. The menu. This counter. Posters. Liquor bottle. A freezer. A pot. The kitchen. List of recommended dishes. A Ganesha.
It's a picture of Ganesha, the Hindu god. Ganesha is worshipped as the god of wealth, especially by merchants.
Restaurant door, posters. Okay, I guess we'll talk with him. He does not look like he's aged at all.
They're gone.
Where to?
I don't know. Maybe to the mirror world?
What?
Geni, being this man? Full name, Gen Ishiagane.
What?
I met him several times in the past when I was in Date's left eye socket.
Yeah, Geni is the owner of this fusion restaurant, Brahmin. He runs it all by himself without hiring any help. Where could he be? It's not like him to leave his customers like this. Jin Furue's other half was found. The other side of his corpse. The one we couldn't find 6 years ago. The time of his death was around 12 o'clock today. What do you think that means? Answer me, Ryuki! You were in charge of the HB case, weren't you?
Make it a sidebar, please.
Ugh. Just what kind of dream is he having?
How should I know?
Should we try wake syncing?
Forget it. It'd just be a wasted battery.
Interesting.
Ryuki, please, tell me about 6 years ago. I want to know all about what happened back then. The HB case and the explosion are related. If I can solve the HB case, maybe I can figure out where he is.
I'll take a double shochu curry shot.
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
This is futile, Mizuki. Ryuki's blood alcohol level is 0.32%.
Dang.
He's quite intoxicated. In fairness, the reason he's like this now is because of that incident. He had psychological issues before, but the events of the case deepened his condition. As you can see, he now spends his days drowning himself in alcohol.
So if we solve this case, we might be able to heal his trauma?
It's possible.
Then it's all the more reason for him to help, for his own sake too.
Still, I doubt he would wake up even if you cut his eyelids off. What will you do?
Isn't it obvious?
We'll talk to Tama.
I'll sync with him. Come on, Ryuki. Wake up.
Go to Abyss HQ. Okay, so this is gonna teach us about the sync mechanics. Oh, you're not in prison. You must have been let out. This is Pewter. Anyway, on that note, Game is autosave, but you can also save the game whenever you want. So I'm going to save the game. Oh no, that's file. Sorry, it had a file, so I assume that's how I would save. Eyeballs obtained. There you go, save. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna save. I'm gonna come back to this tomorrow. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed those 3 games. I know I had a lot of fun with this, and I'm actually really looking forward to continuing Isomnium Files because the first game was really good. But yeah, and then we'll also be doing, still doing Inscription as well. But Inscription is going to be a little bit wild because it just depends on whether I get a good run or not. But yeah. That being said, let me move over. Thank you guys, everybody, for coming over and hanging out. Let's see. Let me see if there's anybody I know that's online right now. I mean, there are, but I am feeling quite tired. So I think I'm going to just wrap up for the day. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming by and hanging out. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you later. Bye.